Okay. So okay, so to get the ball rolling, we're going to do bad code jump. This is we get a list of all source code. Hey, you know what? Oh, never mind. Anyway, we get a list of all source code, and we count how many lines. This is the X and Y of the text editor. So this is lines of code. So then we pick a random number based on the keyboard event time. Actually, you know what we should do is we should use the FIFO. Right here, God bits. Okay, we want to clear the FIFO, and then okay. God bits 32. No, that's oh fuck. Okay, we are going to keyboard plugins. F7 is okay. Okay, flush the FIFO. We don't want stale God bits. And then add how many 24 bits. Why don't I start by explaining what we're doing? So, if you go to the God directory, in the God Holy Spirit. Okay, let me explain how the random number generator works. Everybody knows that I pick random words. They assume, a lot of people think a computer cannot generate random numbers, but if you use a timer, that's good for random numbers. So keyboard event time is the so there's an instruction. Let's So there's an instruction called read timestamp count. This fetches the computer cycle. It puts it in RAX and RDX. No, not RAX and RDX. EAX and EDX. Unfortunately, they did not make a 64-bit version. So it's an EAX, EDX. So that's the processor cycle. So we can say read timestamp count. You can mix assembly and C. It recognizes the opcodes. Move. Let's shift right. RDX 32, and then why don't we just to be paranoid, I think it clears it. I could be wrong. Then we do add RAX, RDX, and so you can say I equals get RAX. Oh, that's nice. And then percent comma D comma I. Okay. We better do a yield. Uh-oh. That's great. It's crazy. It took over the CPU. Oh, idiot. Okay, so that's not working. That's kind of weird. Shift right. Shift the other right. Shift left, I meant. Okay. The other end. Okay, that's not working. That's kind of weird. There, it's working. It's not working. It's not working. What? That's weird. Okay, so you don't need to clear the high bits of RAX. Oh, it's not working. It's not working. What the fuck? Now, this instruction is privileged. I wonder if Linux banned it. No, it's got to be something. Let's see. That's working. Let's reboot just to be... The fuck? It's not working. Oh, you idiot. Hi, I'm not on drugs. I'm not on drugs. I swear I'm not on drugs. The problem is when okay, so I was wondering if it had banned that instruction, because you can ban it. Anyway, so what were we going to do? We were going to talk about, so we have a counter. So if we want to generate random numbers, why don't we take about that many? We don't take the bottom digits just because, I don't know. Anyway, so we make a FIFO that holds individual bits. We have a FIFO that holds bits. It's a U8 FIFO. That means we put 1 bit in each byte. So when you request some bits, it takes them out of the FIFO, and if the FIFO is empty, then it generates some new bits. Bits insert. You tell it the number, and it gets them from the timestamp count. Actually, it gets them. Here's the tricky part. I'm sorry for being a space case. So highs and low balance. You get humiliated for as much as you get exalted. Anyway, so when we get a mouse interrupt or a keyboard interrupt, one of the things it does is it sets the timestamp, and when you do the keyboard, it also sets the timestamp. And when you request keyboard mouse event time, whichever was more recent, the keyboard or the mouse is the one you return. God, I hate that bird. Let's get rid of new key timestamp. Why do we say new key timestamp? New key. Okay, why don't we make those identical? So, shut up, bird. Shut up, bird. Okay, so keyboard globals. Oh, we have a timestamp. Good thing I checked. I almost nuked it. Okay, I almost nuked it. Okay, so to make a long story short, we have a function that randomly selects a line of code. And now we're going to use it. Let's get God to Alt B. Nope. Oh, what was that? Okay, I have a bad code jump. D2. Free. Debug. Okay. So okay, it worked. I think that's weird. Home page. D2. I thought I was finished being humiliated. So I wonder if it's because it doesn't have a (24 bits). Where are we? You know what you have to tell yourself? Damn it. ST is on the stack. Why don't you pay attention to what it's trying to tell you? Oh, what if it ends before it gets there? Oh, okay. I don't know why I've been such an idiot. I don't know. Okay. Modulo count. I always think it's something. I always think it's something complicated. Modulo count. Yep. Okay. Okay, Alt B. So this is a random line of code. My 4x4 matrix multiply. So the only thing I can think is we could do SSE MMX. However, our assembler doesn't recognize those at this point. So one interesting thing, you know, these should probably be, I have a curiosity. Okay, it's D9. If I change it to this, no arrays. Okay, my compiler is kind of broken. No arrays and function args. Okay, well. Dude. Let's just leave it. Fuck it. So, let's look for some more bad code. So, SSC MMX only applies if you're doing an operation repeatedly. So, with a 4x4, we could load one row and then do 4 column multiply. Shut up, bird. God, I hate that bird. So the columns are repeated. What I mean is, you have a okay, when you do the multiply, no, there is no repetition. If you multiply by a vector, if you're doing a multiply row by row, if you're doing a matrix multiply, not a vector multiply, if you're doing a matrix multiply, then that means you take A, B, C, D and multiply it by A, E, I, M, then you multiply it by B, F, J, N, then you multiply by C, G. So you could repeat 4 times. So you load the MMX with 4 values, and then you do a multiply of 4. So you could speed it up by a factor of 4, except you have the overhead of loading it the first time. Now these are 64-bit values, and mine are integer. So actually, you only get 2. The registers are. I think you only get to multiply 2 at a time. It's not worth. I'm not doing it. Fuck that. I don't think it's worth doing. So Alt B. This is the compiler. We can talk about this. Wow, is that a weird equate? What the truck? You think that's a bug? No, it can't be a bug. We have 3-part conditionals. Is that a bug? It can't be a bug. Oh, that's clever. Wow. Was I on drugs? Okay. Oh well. Maybe it's bad because it's, what the fuck? Okay, let's talk to God. What do you say? So we're going to get a line number from the King James, for the King James. So we go to, let's go to hot bits. We're going to take the first 5 decimal digits. 62376. 62376. Go to the Bible. Six, 2, 3, 7, 6. Also I set watchmen over you, saying, Hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, We will not hearken. Therefore hear, ye nations, and know, O congregation, what is among them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not hearkened unto my words, nor to my law, but rejected it. To what purpose cometh there to me increase from Sheba, and the sweet cane from a far country? Your burnt offerings are not acceptable, nor your sacrifices sweet unto me. Therefore thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people, and their fathers and sons together shall fall upon them. The neighbor and his friend shall perish. I'll quit with the stumbling blocks. Now it's time for my glory. Okay, as Jesus might say, glorify me, God, so that, I don't know. I think he said that. I think so. Okay, we're going to, lasers. I saw one of those once. It was weird. What is this?
I was 75 years old when I started shooting this documentary. I owned a different El Camino then. Driving home tonight is 8 years after the first shot. During that time, I learned a lot about health, safety, and sleep. But it took all those years for me to understand the only thing I really own is my time. I feel you, that's all.
Yeah, I started looking for it. So now I'm going to get glorified. Not now, but. You want to talk about this, Mr. God? Lasers. Why don't you talk about that, Mr. God? Mr. God says. Okay, so we go to, let's nuke it. What if they weaponize Mr. God? So we're taking the first 5 decimal digits. 68640. 68640. Hath kept all my statutes and hath done them, he shall surely live. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The Son shall not bear the iniquity of the Father, neither shall the Father bear the iniquity of the Son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. But if the wicked man turn from his sin that he hath committed, and keep all my statutes, and do them that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live, he shall not die. All his transgressions that he hath committed, they shall not be mentioned unto him. In his righteousness he hath done, he shall live. Have I any pleasure at all that the wicked should die, saith the Lord, and not that he should return from his ways and live? But when the righteous turneth away from his righteousness and committeth iniquity. You know what my father worked on in the defense industry? Defense and sins of the Father. They're not sins. What are you talking about? Okay, I'm bored. Let's get God to talk. You know what? You guys can't see the corner. You know, I really dislike Linux. Spunky, how about bam? I see nothing. Aren't you clever? What? Hello, take the day off. I can't believe it. Oh, come on, insane. Do it. Catastrophe. Yikes, I'm going to smack someone. What would Jesus do? Look, buddy, I was sleeping. I didn't do it. Ha, vengeful, stunning. Honesty, I'm not sure. Money, home, not in my wildest dreams. For sure, Terry Birds. That's your opinion. Okay, so I could talk about TempleOS. I'm kind of burned out, but maybe you people. So, if why don't we examine what this does? Let's go ahead and do it this way. What? There it is. Bit I. Okay, so damn it. Okay. Why am I having such a hell of a time? Maybe it doesn't like that. What is your malfunction? Well, look at this. The if. Oh, yeah. God. What are you on drugs? I'm not on drugs. I swear I'm not on drugs. Fuck. Okay, so we got to enter a number. Let's say 4. 4 is false. 3, 2, 1. Zero. Oh, true. Okay. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you sure that's what you want? Okay. If you're curious, why don't we talk about what it's doing? or equal. So what this is the compiler. If you say I or equals 10, then what this is doing is it's checking if it's allowed to do a bit set. So if you haven't, let's look at how it codes this. Okay, unassemble function. Okay, so it does an OR. Notice it's one, two, three. It's 4 bytes. 4 bytes for that. Well, let's do. What do you think it's going to do for this? It still does that. Okay. What about for okay. So for this big value, it does an OR. But look at this. If it's a power of 2, then we can save a couple bytes by doing a bit test and set. So what this is doing, if we're ORing by an immediate, and it's not stack, and the result is not used. What that means is if you say J equals J is RDI. There it's copying into RDI. You know that, is that a bug? I think that's a bug. Do you want to fix the compiler? So it looks like, okay, let's fix the compiler. I thought I was going to get glorified. So this is wrong. Let's see. No result. Oh, aren't you clever? No, it's not correct. Get the fuck out. It is an oh, it's an whoa. You don't say. Here is the problem. This whole thing is one expression, and let's see. I don't think this doesn't matter. That's not. Yeah. So I have a bug. Well, I don't think we're going to fix it. Too hard, not worth doing. Maybe if I have an intern or somebody. Okay. So that's a nasty compiler bug.